Hello, it is I, El Vencedor, and this is our real talk. I want to talk to you about violence against women and violence against men and violence against transgenders, violence against everybody, really. Violence happens, and it happens by the actions of very bad people. People who don't give a fuck about the humanity of the person they're beating up. And yes, there are cultural norms that help ease, that help permit these acts of violence. Cultural norms like honor killings, transphobia, the idea that there's only men and women, and that anyone who deviates from the norm deserves to be, you know, violently oppressed. This is wrong. This is very wrong. We are all human. We might look different. We might act different. Some of us are born men and live as men. Some of us are born male but see ourselves as female, and vice versa. There are women who grow up as women and women who see themselves as men and want to live as men. And there are people who don't see themselves as either and wish to live as neither. Those are called non-binaries. And there are the gender fluids, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. That's not my point. My point is we gotta learn to accept one another because we are all created equal. Maybe we're not born equal. Maybe some of us are born into wealth, some of us into poverty, some of us are born neurotypical, some of us are born neuroatypical, and some of us, we're born with so many disadvantages, some physical, some mental, but we are all the children of that big guy upstairs. And maybe it's time we started acting like it. Maybe it's time we looked deep into ourselves and asked, why is there so much violence? And I know that there ain't nothing you or I or any individuals can do to stop the violence. But if we all get together and we all decide, hey, you know what? This violence against people is bad, and we should teach younger generations that it's bad and that they shouldn't do it. We might just see a reduction of this violence. We might just see a reduction of trans women getting murdered. We might see a reduction of women getting murdered by jealous husbands and boyfriends, jealous ex-lovers too. We might see a reduction on men being beaten by their wives and girlfriends. We might see a reduction on hate crimes, on racism, all those awful things. But it starts with the individual making that solemn promise to themselves that they are going to learn. And when they are done learning, they are going to teach. Actually, let me backtrack a little. You're never done learning. But there comes a time when you know enough that you can teach others. That moment will come to you when you are ready, no sooner. Well, this is El Vencedor giving you a real talk. This is a new series that I'm doing when I get all serious about something. I still do Let's Plays, I still do reactions, I still do comedy skits, and now I do real talks. So, if you like this content, give it a like, subscribe to my channel, look forward to more. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.